Hey guys, Short Stacked here. Welcome to my Road to Glory, Road to Team of the Year, episode number 19. We're all the way into episode number 19 at this point. We have 82 packs saved up. I don't think you guys see that at all. Actually, you'll see it at the end of the video because I do squad battles rewards, and we get something decent out of that, but you guys have to wait till the end or skip to the end, whatever you want to do. But we have 82 packs saved up. This weekend league was really good for me, but I'll get to that in a second. First thing I want to say is thank you to the Liverpool FC subreddit. There was a Free Talk Friday thread on there, and I was like, hey, I just packed, sorry, let me open that. I just packed Trent Alexander-Arnold untradeable, like the inform, and I was like, it's on my YouTube series, and I'm happy about that. Now my Reddit isn't attached to my Reddit account isn't attached to my YouTube account at all. And somebody was like, all right, plug your channel. And so I told them my channel name, and I think like 7 people from the subreddit subbed to me, that or something like that. It was a lot of subs. So I just want to say thank you guys for that. If you're still showing up to the videos, thanks for watching. And I'm glad that we have this type of community. Big up Liverpool. That game yesterday was pretty awesome, and it's just great that people like the same things, and that's basically how I started liking Liverpool, was because me and my friend in my freshman year of college, we liked like basically the same sports teams, and then he told me, hey, you should start following Liverpool. So I did, and now I'm here a couple years later, and like they're the best football team in the land basically. So that's pretty awesome. But this thing I want to get to after that is I started this weekend so bad. I don't know why, but I was 4-3 at one point. I just wasn't playing my best soccer or football, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I wasn't playing my best FIFA, and I just couldn't find anything to click. I got to a point that I was 7-3 at one point, and I told my friend that if I got to 11-4, I would not sell my team. But if I was 11-5, like if I was 5 losses and 10 wins, or anything less than that, I would sell my team and make a new one. So I got to 11-4. I didn't sell my team, but I am looking at different options into like upgrading my team and getting a better team in general. I think getting Conte in the team is very important for me. Getting Fekir and Depay out of the team and using Depay as a super sub would be just amazing for me, because Depay and Fekir with those 3-star weak foots just aren't good enough. So maybe upgrading to, I know Griezmann also has a 3-star weak foot, but upgrading to him would actually be better than having Depay. And also having Inform, who is it, Ben Yedder, the 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills on him. I think he would be an amazing cam, maybe even a right cam. At one point this weekend, I did switch up my formation to a 4-1-2-1-2. I did that for the last couple of games, and it started working really well for me. I actually won like 3 games in a row. But we came back, and when I needed like that extra defensive push, I went to the 2-pivot 4-2-3-1, the narrow formation again, and I was able to score goals still. So I just had to manage the game a little bit, trying to know when to switch formations. If I needed a lot of possession or a lot of fast build up, I would go into the 4-1-2-1-2. If I didn't need a lot of possession and I just needed to like hold the fort down when I went up 1-0, 2-0, something like that, I would switch into the 4-2-3-1, and that works really well. And Saturday wasn't that great of a day for me, because I went. Let me see. Friday I started off 4-2, 4-3, 7-3. Saturday I came back and I was like 4-5 or something like that. It was not great. But at one point when I went for my gold 3 game, which I didn't record, I only recorded my 18th win, my silver 1 game, and my final game of the weekend. You guys see what I got at the end there. But coming into this weekend, I thought I was like ready for elite. I thought that I was playing really well, and I guess I just wasn't. I don't know. It works like that sometimes. But I do think I'm 1 or 2 players away from getting an elite finish for the first time ever. One of the things that I realized this weekend was I was getting really mad at the game sometimes, especially when I would play like people who I didn't think were good enough or as good as me, which I know sounds kind of weird. but like I just felt like I had a better team, I was the better player, and it wasn't coming off for me. Another thing was I played a time waster for the first time this FIFA. It was kind of annoying playing him because I couldn't get to the ball at all, and I couldn't do anything about like him just holding the ball. He would run it down the wing, pass it back to his keeper, and then pass it back out to the wing, run it up and down. And it was just really annoying. He did that from the 70th minute, and he was up 1-0, and he ended up winning 1-0 with like, I think he had like 65% possession, and that was just so annoying because I couldn't do anything about it. So I went back to the basics, just trying to like score time finesse shots. I know that's like kind of boring, but that's just how it works sometimes. When I saw the opportunity to get into the box, that's what I did. And so I would try to pass it in and get like a pass across goal or something like that. And it worked every now and again, but not as much as I would want to. Um, One of the things I want to upgrade in my team, besides Conte, Griezmann, maybe Ben Yedder, is getting possibly a better defense. And I know that's kind of weird because I have Robertson, I have Van Dijk, I have Fabinho. But I just think at this stage in the game they aren't good enough. Even though like I love Liverpool and I would love to keep them in the team, I just think Van Dijk, Robertson, and Fabinho could be switched out for someone like um, not Sergio Ramos. I'll never use Sergio Ramos. I don't even know, somebody a little bit faster than Van Dyke. I wish he was a little bit faster in game because if you watch him in real life, he's rapid and can cover so much ground, which he does in FIFA, but not as well. Maybe I can upgrade to a better left back, which I don't really know if there is one. Maybe Inform Robertson would be great. Um, and then if I were to change Fabinho out, I don't know how um, I would get my Liverpool guys on chemistry. So we'll have to figure out the team basically and see how it goes. Um, at one point this weekend, I was um, trying to just figure out my custom tactics and everything like that, and I gave up so many like just terrible goals. Ones where like my goalkeeper would come out, it'd bounce off my guy's like the back of one of my guys, and then it would bounce to his guy, and then my goalkeeper would get the ball off his guy, like he would like dive for it, and he wouldn't control it. His guy would just like kick the ball through my keeper or something like that, and like it would bounce in somehow, or somehow like the ball would just end up rolling towards the goal. That happened like probably 10 times this weekend, and every time it happened, I told my friend like I'm just giving up the worst goals. Um, One of the ones I gave up constantly was the one where like the guy runs down to the touchline by my goal and he crosses it in, and like Mo Salah will make a diving header in front of my defenders. Uh, Basically, Mo Salah was like even with my defender's hips, and he would be diving in, and he would somehow get the ball in, and it would go like right by my keeper. He can't do anything about it. So I did give up a lot of bad goals this weekend. Let's see what game am I on here. Okay, I'm on my final game of the weekend here, and if you watched it, if you were watching it, my first goal was at the 40th minute mark, and then we scored in the 45th minute, and then we come back here, we run it down the wing, and I was playing really good FIFA at this point. This is my one of my last games of the weekend, and we score again in the 48th minute, 45th minute on added time or extra time still, not extra time, added time, and so I scored 3 goals in 4 minutes, 7 minutes, I guess is in-game minutes, and I got the rage quit at halftime. So that was my game for gold one. So we did end up getting gold one again. I had one game to spare, so I just went into a game, scored an own goal, and quit. Figured I could give some good juju to that guy, and hopefully he went on and got like a higher rank or the highest rank he's ever gotten. But at this point, I only had like 30 minutes left, so I knew I only had one game, or I needed a rage quit to get both games in. And so I got the rage quit, and I was just relaxed. Then I went and claimed my squad battles rewards, and so you can see there we got gold one. I'm happy to get gold one again, getting the packs. We got squad battles rewards coming in now. Um, I kind of like that kit, but I'm not going to use it. I like the Liverpool kits right now. I switched to them. I felt like I played better when I had them. Um, and I don't know, it's just a thing that I felt. It's how it works. So, excuse me, we go and open one of the packs here. And I'm not really thinking much of it. I was just like, oh, might as well get players in the club. But I didn't actually open one of the packs I got from Squad Battles. I just opened a random one that I had that was kind of like it. That would give me a lot of players. So a Premium Gold Players pack. You can see the smoke there is a little thick, so it is boards. All right, and I see Dutch, and I'm like, what is like? Is that going to be good, bad, left mid? And I knew right away it was Promise, so he's going to go on my bench. He's hopefully going to help me out, give me a little bit of leniency in my subs. He's got 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, just a really good player. And maybe I'll be able to sell him for a little bit at some point. But for right now, guys, that's going to be the end of my video. If you guys could leave a like, a comment, that would be cool. Let me know what I need to do better, and I'll see you next time.